What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. Welcome back to another video. Now, I think we have a problem, right? When we talk about price predictions, like overall price predictions, I think we tend to get some things messed up. Um, with Jasmy Coin specifically, I can see that in the price predictions that are out there. It's many of them. It's not just one, it's all of them. Because these price predictions like to be conservative. And conservative, um, or not, like you still can't ignore when we see a bull market or when you believe we're going to see a bull market. Now, doesn't mean that you're right when we're going to see that bull market. No, but it's okay to be wrong sometimes. And I think that's where we have that major problem is that if they predict where they believe the bull market's going to be, then that means they have a potential chance to be insanely wrong. But if they just throw numbers out here in what they see within the trends, it may all line up. Because not too long ago, people were claiming that the highest price that we would see in 2024 for Jasmy Coin would be less than 1 cent. It would be 88 cents and it would not get to a level of 3 cents until like 2025. Like the price predictions change drastically because of the prices that end up changing drastically very short term. So if you look up a price prediction from the past, maybe a year ago or whatever, you'll see that. If you look up a price prediction now or talk about this price prediction now, you're going to see that Jasmy Coin has a potential chance to get to 15 cents by 2030, which is, I believe, wildly inaccurate. I believe it's going to be a lot higher of a price well before that. But if they're looking at a traditional or normal trend without the outliers, then that may be something that's telling them, oh, it's going to get to 15 cents. So it's a little bit of a problem when looking at these price predictions online. And while we still do have maybe a little bit of an issue with the price predictions that we give here on YouTube or, me specifically, trying to figure out when that breakout point will be. Yeah, we see a little bit of a problem there as well because we don't know truly when the altcoin season is going to happen. You know how many times I predicted when the altcoin season was going to happen and it's based on so many things that could happen and then something else changes, right? You see XRP that goes from a level of like 50 cents up to 95 cents and it's like that's what I thought was going to happen after you get labeled as not a security. However, the turnaround was to not understand that they would want to appeal it or potentially appeal it, meaning that it would bring the price right the heck back down. So let's talk about Jasmy Coin. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more of these videos. Also, make sure you check out some of the links down below. It does help out the channel. And if you guys want to check out my link for Margex, for Patreon, for Twitter, feel free to check those out. That will be, somewhere in the description. And also, if you want to check out the link for Trade Assist, if you guys are interested in that, let's say you are a trader or you're somebody that even invests long term, this could be something that does help you out because it's a tool that you can use every single day, right? Sell zones, buy zones, bearish momentum. They are going to be adding more indicators as well to where you can buy at the right point. So if you have short term and you're like, I need to buy at the right spot based on this algorithm, and you're going to buy at that right spot based on the indicator that they do provide from the algorithm in place. Also, long term, you'll be able to dollar cost average in or dollar cost average out. So feel free to check out that link. It'll be the second link in the description. Now, Jasmy Coin currently stands at a level of 2 cents. It's at 2.048 cents. It's down 1% on the day, and we're seeing it at a $1 billion market cap with $39 million worth of volume. This is something that I've talked about having an insane amount of popularity in the beginning when it was at a value of 40% of a penny, and I invested at that level, and a lot of people said, oh, you know what, maybe that's not it. These predictions tell me something else. And that's the issue, is that the predictions are telling you that it's not going to happen until way later on, so you want to make that investment way later on. You make it at 1 cent, and now you gain less out of what you decided to spend, right? You wanted to spend $4,000, it would have got you $1 million. However, it went up to 0.008 or 80% of a penny, and now you only bought 500,000 coins, which is a massive difference in what you can get overall. So If we look at the last 7 days, it is up by 12%, which is great to see, especially after everything that has happened and things have died down a little bit. When you look at the last month, it's up by 7%. The last year, it's still up by 489% over that time period, being at a 36% of a penny level. When it started, and then even reaching the high of actually being at about 4.5 cents overall, and reaching a market cap of about a little over $2 billion. So it shows the strength that it can have. It shows the strength that it will have as we get into altcoin season overall. Now, where we get into this problem is, again, the predictions. My predictions, I want to see 20 cents this year. I want to see 20 to 50 cents this year, and then obviously next year we start leveling up to even higher levels, right? Maybe we only hit 20 cents, and then we're kind of approaching a range to get to 50 cents, to get to a level of $1 in the true altcoin season, to get to $1.50 in that altcoin season. But when we understand that the reason why we're talking about these aggressive movements is because we believe altcoin season is going to happen, which is an aggressive time to where a lot of altcoins run a massive amount, even over the percentage in what Bitcoin is running at. But when we look at a price prediction strategy here, right? So price prediction, this is coming from Where Block. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Jasmy coin prediction. 2024, 2025 to 2030. Now, I want to preface this by saying this is not just them. I don't want to, just pinpoint them or call out them, because it's everywhere that you see it. They want to stick to traditional gains that you have rather than these aggressive movements, because they're not used to an altcoin season or seeing a crash at those moments and see that kind of cycle happen off and on. Eventually, the cycles will start to deplete more and more, so you won't see as much of a drop, as much of an increase. But right now, we're still kind of in the development stage and seeing crypto explode and gather more traction. Once you start seeing everybody talk about it, about the fact that this is this new investment that can get them 20% or whatever, then you know that it's at its point to where it's peaking out, and we'll see so much more growth, but it'll be in more of a consistent manner rather than aggressive movements, right? Right now we're in like uncertainty, volatility because of that uncertainty, and a lot of people just questioning whether crypto is going to be big or not. But we look at these price predictions for Jasmy coin all the way to 2030. All right, I want to make it very simple. And if you look at 2024, they predict that it's going to get to a value of 4.3 cents, even though it has been higher than that by the end of the year, or at the end of the year, right? So the highest point. But this is in December. They're doing it by June and December. So basically halfway points. And by December, they're saying it's going to be at a level of 4 cents, which I wouldn't be mad at. At the current price of 2 cents, I wouldn't be mad at 4 cents. I would love to see it a lot higher, but I wouldn't be mad at it. Then they have 2025 only moving by 1 cent for the whole year is absolutely crazy. To say that 2025 is not going to be aggressive movement, and say that even 2026 is going to be at a 300% gain there, then a 400% gain here, then a 700%, a 1000%, just seeing all you're seeing is the percentage gain year over year over year. But it's not necessarily telling you that this, and again, this is a percentage over the overall amount here. So whatever the price is right now, which is 2 cents, we would be seeing a 700% by 2030, which would be a 15 cent price. The problem that we have here, again, is the fact that they are not including any type of crash, any type of altcoin season or Bitcoin season or whatever is happening at those moments, implementation of ETFs, and they're not including all of that and getting a little bit strategic or getting a little bit more information out there for this. And that's why we look at these predictions and we go, this just doesn't seem right. To say it's only going to get to 4 cents by 2024, that's saying that it's only going to get back to the all-time high, or I guess the all-time high market cap wise, but when you look at the price now and the overall supply, it's the new all-time high. Let's just call it what it is. It's going to get back to that high point, and saying that it's not going to break that high point, which is understandable, right? If we start to see the aggressive movement and everything starts to get back to these high points that they were at and, kind of push the boundary, push that $3 trillion mark, and then in the new year we see 4 trillion, 5 trillion, 10 trillion, all of that other level, that's understandable. But then you start to get to 2025 and to only see a 1 cent, barely a 1 cent movement within that time frame, it just doesn't line up with me well, right? This is supposed to be more of an aggressive year, and you have to have those aggressive years in there. You have to have those down years in there, which I have not seen at all, right? You don't see any down years. You see all of them in a positive manner, and it's not really giving me like, oh, this is a real price prediction at all. So, not saying that it's just to them. There's so many others that are out there that just kind of skate by with giving you a standard or baseline prediction without giving you what the max truly would be, right? And I want to see those type of things, what the max would be if we see an altcoin season happen. Maybe I should put out one of those predictions saying what it would be, at the low end, at the high end, at the max level, with an altcoin season happen and with a crash, what we should see, something like that, right? And then this is just a baseline level, and this is more of an extended or detailed level. I want to see something like that to actually break down these predictions. But I know they want to do it at a baseline level because they have so many predictions that they're putting out. It's not just Jasmy coin. They're putting out ones for Bitcoin, Ethereum, Cardano, Avalanche, Jasmy, whatever it is, right? Everything. And they need just a quick prediction based on history and write something up so that they can put it out. That's how it goes. So I know that there's a little bit of an issue there. And this is what gets people thinking, oh, these experts believe it's only going to get to a value of, 39 cents by 2033 in 10 years? I mean, that's a little crazy. It's still a great growth rate, right? 2,000%, but it's just not, it's not it, especially when you look at a breakdown year over year over year. Any person in the stock market would take these gains over anything, right? But there's so much more detail that we need to add in there. But that's just my opinion. I still believe heavily in Jasmy coin. I still have 1 million Jasmy coin plus my amounts that I have over in Margex. Speaking of Margex, if you guys want to check it out, that link will be at the top of the description. Also, check out Patreon and Twitter. I'm going to get out of here, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. See ya.